Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy King Killer back here today with another video. Thank you guys for dropping by. So in today's video, we are back with another 82-0 challenge, and this time we are going to be using the players with the most jerseys sold in the NBA today. So I went ahead and I chose the top 10 players that have sold the most jerseys, and I went ahead and I got that information. If you come over here to finances and then you scroll down to jersey sales, it'll show up right here. I think it's like the top 30 players that have the most jerseys sold in the NBA. And there's nothing popping up right now because I'm not using start today. I'm starting at the beginning of the season, so there's nothing here. But I went ahead and I took a picture just so I could tell you guys who the top players are. So starting at number 1, it is going to be Joel Embiid. Number 2 is LeBron. 3 is Giannis. 4 is Nikola Jokic. 5 is Tatum. 6 is Curry. 7 is Luka. 8 is Kevin Durant. 9 is Ja Morant. And then 10 is Anthony Davis. Alright, so for season number 1 of the 82-0 challenge, this is what the rotation is looking like. We got Curry, Luka, LeBron, Giannis, and Embiid all getting 25 minutes. Off the bench, we got Jokic with 25, Durant and Tatum with 23, and Ja and Davis with 22. Taking a look at system proficiency for this team, we actually have a couple 5-star proficiencies. Okay, so we got 7 seconds, we got balanced, we got pace and space, we got perimeter centric. Okay, so we have a couple of options to choose from, but I think I'm going to go ahead and choose 7 seconds. And then taking a look at the shot tendencies for the players, this is where it gets tough because obviously all of these players are number 1 options. So I don't really know if we should maybe just leave it like that and adjust it a little bit, or if I should just go ahead and just completely change it. Honestly, I'm not sure. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop a couple of these players. We could get like 95 to Embiid, 90 to like Giannis, Luka to like about a 90 as well. Jokic could go down to like an 85. Curry can go, well, actually he could stay at a 90. Durant can go down a little bit to a 90 as well. Tatum could go down to like a 90, and then Ja Morant can drop down to like an 85. And yeah, I guess, I don't know. I mean, I guess Jokic really doesn't need to score the ball a lot. Actually, I am going to go ahead and drop him down. He doesn't really need to score the ball because he is a good playmaker. So I think I want to drop down more people that aren't really like, that don't need to really be scoring the ball. Like Ja, he's a playmaker as well. He could go ahead and get a little bit less. Anthony Davis can stay, he could go up a little bit to like an 85. Tatum needs to shoot. Durant needs to shoot. Curry definitely needs. Actually, you know what? Curry could go down also to like an 85 because he is also a really good playmaker. Luka could also go down to like an 85. Giannis could stay at a 90. Embiid could stay at a 95. And then LeBron could stay at a 95. So that is what we are running for the first season. And I am going to go ahead and simulate the first 3 games. Seeing how we do. We do end up winning the first one. We do end up winning the second. And we do end up winning the third. So blowing out the Celtics in game number 1, Curry dropped 27, LeBron with 25, Durant with 23, and Jokic with 20. The second game of the season, we blew out the Milwaukee Bucks. Tatum had 23, and Giannis had 22, and Kevin Durant had 21. And then in the third game, once again, blowing out the Spurs in the third game of the season as LeBron dropped 23 and Embiid dropped 23 and 7. This should be a fun season, and I think this is probably our best team that we've ever made in any of these 82-0 videos. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of season number 1. Alright, so at the end of season number 1, Trae Young winning MVP, Paolo winning Rookie of the Year, Nikola Jokic winning 6th Man of the Year, let's go. Nicholas Claxton winning Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved is Sengun. And then I'm not going to go ahead and show Coach of the Year just because I do want it to be a surprise when we do see the standings. Alright, so at the end of season number 1, taking a look at how many games we did win, we ended up winning 78 games. Yo, let's go. We ended up beating our previous record, which was 76-6. Let's go. We ended up going 78-4. Not bad. I will definitely take it for season number 1. Taking a look at the home record, we did go 39-2, and same thing on the road, 39-2. And taking a look at our last 10 games, we ended up going 7-3, closed the year out on a 4-game win streak. And we actually before our last 10 games of the season, we were actually 71-1. 71-1. That's actually really crazy. Okay, so now we definitely have to break this record. So taking a look at the season stats for the players who led the way, we had LeBron with 16.5 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Steph Curry with about 15.5 points, 6 assists. Kevin Durant with about 15. Tatum with 15. Joel Embiid with 15. Luka Doncic with about 15, 6, and 7.5 assists. Giannis with about 13, 6, and 5.5. Jokic with about 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists off the bench. Ja Morant with about 11, and then Anthony Davis with about 10 points. Let's go. This team is honestly such a god squad, obviously, right? Because it is the top 10 players from the most jerseys sold. So we are going to go ahead and simulate the playoffs. Now, can we end this season with a ring? As we do go ahead and sweep Toronto. We sweep Chicago. We swept the Cleveland Cavaliers. We are facing the New Orleans Pelicans in the finals. Can we sweep them too? We did not, but we ended up going 4-1, or we ended up going 16-1 in the playoffs as Giannis does win finals MVP. So I'm definitely excited to go ahead and run this second season back because I have a good feeling we could beat this 82-0 record. So we're going to go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the start of season number 2 with the rotations. Alright, so for season number 2, this is what the rotation is looking like. We got Curry, Luka, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid all getting 25. Off the bench, we got LeBron with 25, Jokic and Durant with 23, and then Ja and Davis with 22. Taking a look at system proficiency, we will go ahead and keep it at 7 seconds. And then taking a look at the shot tendencies, I think I kind of just want to go ahead and adjust them just a little bit. Tatum could go down a little bit to a 95. Giannis could stay at a 90. LeBron could stay at a 95. Durant could stay at a 90. Jokic could go down a little bit to like an 80. Same thing. You know what? Curry could go up a little bit to like a 90. And I think Luka actually could go down to like about an 85. And yeah, I think this is what we are going to be rocking with. Gonna go ahead and simulate the first 3 games once again. Please don't lose. I don't want to start this off with a loss, as we do go ahead and start off the year 2-0, and we go 3-0 to start the year. So taking a look at game number 1 of the season, we ended up winning as Luka dropped 25, Giannis with 20. Second game of the year, we ended up blowing out the Milwaukee Bucks. Durant dropped 25, Tatum with 19. Game number 3 of the season, we ended up winning by only 8 points as Luka scored 27 and Curry dropped 21. So we need to go ahead and beat our previous record, which was 78-4. I have a good feeling we could do it in this video. I have a good feeling we could go 82-0 in this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of season number 2. Alright, so we are here at the end of season number 2. Darius Garland winning MVP, Victor winning Rookie of the Year, Amen Thompson winning 6th Man, Victor winning Defensive Player of the Year, and then most improved is Tyler Hero. I'm not gonna go ahead and show Coach of the Year just because I don't want to spoil the record. So coming over here to the All-NBA teams, do we get anybody? We do not get anybody on an All-NBA team. What about an All-Defensive team? We do not get nobody. Okay, so taking a look at where we finished on the year, I'm actually kind of nervous to see what we went. We ended up going 80-2. Okay, so we broke last season's record as we did go 78-4. We have now gone 80-2 as we did not lose any games at home, but we did lose 2 on the road. Ooh, we are getting closer and closer to that 82-0 season. I can feel it as we did end the year on an 8-game win streak. And out of our last 10 games, we did go 9-1. So we were actually, what is that? That is 71-1. Once again, we actually did go 71-1 right before the final 10 games of the season once again. So we definitely have a shot at beating this record. And then taking a look at the player stats, Luka leading the way with 16.5 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Curry with about 16 and 6.5 assists. Embiid with 15, 6. Tatum with 15, 5, and 4. Durant with about 15. LeBron with about 14.5. Giannis with about 13. Ja Morant with about 12.5. Jokic with about 12. And then Davis with about 10. So we are now facing, who are we going to face in these playoffs? As we are now facing the Washington Wizards. Can we go undefeated in the playoffs? I think that'd actually be really cool too. So we are going to go ahead and simulate as we do sweep the Washington Wizards, and I'm going to simulate the whole playoffs. We do, ooh, I see Cleveland put up a fight as we did sweep Toronto, but Cleveland put up a fight. No way, they actually put up a fight against us. They blew us out in one of the games, actually. They blew us out by 23 points, and then they ended up winning the second game, game 4 by 3 points. Okay, Cleveland put up a little bit of a fight. We are now facing the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we do end up sweeping them. So we go 16-2 in the playoffs. Cleveland kind of gave me a little bit of a scare right there, I'm not going to lie. So we have now won 80 games. I want to win 82 games. Can we do it? I kind of feel like we can do this. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate, and I will see you guys at the rotations for season number 3. All right, so for the final season of the 82-0 challenge, this is what the rotation is looking like. We got Ja, Luka, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid all getting 25. Jokic with about 25, Durant and Curry with 23, and then Davis and Lillard with 22. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is Damian Lillard here and where's LeBron? I may have messed up. After I went ahead and simulated the player retirement, it literally hit my head. I was like, oh, LeBron tends to retire. So when I went back to check and I did see he retired, I couldn't really override it anymore because I already simulated past that. So I did go ahead and get Damian Lillard because he was out of the top like 20 or whatever it is on the jersey sales. He was number 11, so he was right after the last guy. So I went ahead and I picked him up just to replace LeBron. And yeah, that was kind of my fault. I should have realized that sooner, but like I said, I messed up and he did retire. So taking a look at system proficiency, we are going to go ahead and leave it at 7 seconds. And then taking a look at the shot tendencies, Luka could go down a little bit to a 90. Giannis could stay at a 90. Tatum could stay at a 95. Ja could stay like at an 85. Embiid can stay at a 95. Jokic could stay at an 80. Durant could go down a little bit to like an 85. Curry could go down to like an 85. Davis could go down a little bit to like an 80. And Damian Lillard could go down to like an 80. So one more season to break the 82-0 challenge. We went 78-4 the first season, 80-2 the second season. I need to go 82-0 for the final season as we do go ahead and start off once again 3-0 as we are playing the Cleveland Cavaliers as they almost beat us once again. They almost upsetted us. First game of the year, so Embiid dropped 22, Tatum with 17, same thing with Curry and Lillard. Who do they have on the team that keeps putting up crazy numbers? I mean, Garland and Mitchell probably do be killing us in the playoffs and in the regular season. So we do end up winning the first game. The second game we ended up winning as Durant dropped 22 and Tatum with 21, 8, and 6. And then the final game we blew out the Magic so bad. Luka with 24 and then Embiid with 23. Giannis dropping 18, 14, and 10 with 4 steals and 4 blocks. Definitely had himself a game. So I'm hoping we could go 82-0 to end this season, and I'm going to go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of season number 3. Alright, so at the end of season number 3, Darius Garland winning MVP, Booker winning Rookie of the Year, Ausar Thompson winning 6th man, defensive player is Victor Wembanyama, and then Amen Thompson winning Most Improved. Taking a look at the All-NBA teams, do we get anybody finally on one of these teams? We do not get anybody. What about an all-defensive team? We do not either. So taking a look at where we finished, how many games did we win for the final season of this challenge? I'm kind of nervous to look. We're going to go ahead and see in 3, 2, 1. We ended up going 81-1. We went 81-1. Oh, we were so close. We were so close. 81-1. So we did improve from the last season that we did where we went 80-2. We won 62 games in a row. No way. We won 62 games in a row. That is crazy. 81-1. That is our best season that we've ever had on this channel. 81-1. One game away, and I'm pretty sure we lost to the Cavaliers because the Cavaliers always put up a fight against us. But that is crazy. Taking a look at the player stats for the season, Luka with about 15, Embiid with about 15, Curry with about 15, Tatum with about 14, Jokic with 14, Morant with about 14, Lillard with about 13.5, Durant with about 13, same thing with Giannis, Davis and Anthony Davis scored 12 points a night. 80-1, that is crazy. Yo, y'all gotta drop a like for this. Y'all gotta drop a like and subscribe to the channel because we just went 81-1. Let's go. We are going to go ahead and simulate the playoffs. Now we just got to go ahead and win this championship as we do lose a game to the 8-seeded Pacers and we do almost lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yo, Cleveland, I'm telling you, I know it's Cleveland that almost beat us. It has to be. Actually, we could check, right? I think we could check. I'm pretty sure there's an easier way to check, but this is how I'm going to do it. So we are going to go ahead and just keep going down to see when we got that loss. I'm telling you, I knew it. I told you it was against Cleveland. I knew it was against Cleveland. Cleveland ruined our perfect season. We only lost by 5 points. Cleveland, they ruined our season. No way. I knew it. I called it. I knew it was the Cavaliers. As we are going to go into simulate, and we do win the championship as Ja Morant winning finals MVP. But yo, that is definitely crazy. We almost completed this challenge. We were 1 game off. Just needed one game, and it was against the Cavs, and I knew it. But anyways, guys, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. If you guys did like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we are on the road to 1,000 subs. And come on, let's be honest, this video definitely deserves a like and a subscribe because we went 81-1. Follow me on Twitter, link will be down below. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all next time. Stay safe. Peace.